Hey, what's going on YouTube? I just wanted to make a video about how I was able to score some inventory today for completely free. I mean, without spending a single penny. And how you can too. So do you see these books right here? These magazines? And and also this large box of books right here? And these National Geographic inserts too? I was able to get them for completely free today, and it was by keeping on the lookout for what was often referred to as a garage sale leftover or an estate sale leftover, where pretty much people have a garage sale or an estate sale just to get rid of stuff. They have some stuff left over, they don't know what to do with it, they'll sometimes give it away for completely free. So I was scrolling on the Facebook Marketplace yesterday just to see what was available, and I saw that somebody was giving away some books and magazines for completely free. I mean, he had hundreds of them. So I went to the place today. I was supposed to be there around 5, but I got there about 20 minutes early. And when I got there, somebody was there earlier than I was, and he had his truck. By the time I got there, had his pickup truck nearly full with books. I mean, the back seats were full of books. The trunk was full of books. He literally had hundreds of books in his truck. So I was thinking, like, are there any left? So I went inside. I asked if there were any left, and fortunately there were. I went to where the books were. I grabbed a handful of them, and put it in my car, and then I went to work and I tried to get as many as I can. Fortunately, they also had a box right here, which was in this box, in a different area that they let me have two. It was first come, first serve, and this is what I ended up with. And then later today, I was able to get some more free books. So people also have like curb alerts on the Facebook groups, where they're just getting rid of stuff, they put it on their curb, people can come by and pick it up. If nobody picks it up, it gets thrown away. Which is how I was able to get these magazines right here. Most of them are cooking related. A lot of them are these Bon Appetit magazines right here, where as a lot of them I should be able to get $20 to $25 for the amount that I have. And I was also able to get this right here, nothing special, should get about $8 for it, 1967. But this was crazy to me, that they were actually throwing this away. So you see it looks old. The condition's obviously pretty bad. This isn't even in the binding anymore. But look at that. It's from 1907. And if you look right here, I don't think I can see that, but it says 1897. Copyright 1897 for this book titled Soldiers of Fortune by Richard Harding Davis, which I should be able to get $8 to $10 for even in this condition on eBay, and I got it for completely free. So as far as these kind of piles are concerned, these are just National Geographic magazines. I mean, from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. There are literally 100. I didn't even end up getting all of them. There were 2 more boxes like this right here, and there are literally 119 magazines right here, which I'm gonna try to get about $80 for on eBay. This pile right here, without this book, is Amazon stuff. Now, most of the books in these piles are books I honestly wouldn't even consider selling if I had to pay for them, because the ranking is extremely low for most of them. Most of the books have at least a 7 to 8 million ranking, where I usually try to stick to books that have less than 2 million ranking. But for completely free, I figured I'd list them, and it's especially great because I will be able to be a lot more price competitive, because my minimum selling price I try to keep around is around $13. If I pay $1 for a book, these books I happily sell for $12 or $11.80, which will allow me to be just a lot more price competitive. These books right here are books that I need to look up, and because I'm probably going to list them in lots on eBay. So as you can see, like for example right here, in 1, 2, and 3, Reader's Digest books. There's also various like condensed Reader's Digest books, or like Reader's Digest best condensed books, like the one or like this one right here, best nonfiction books. Here's a few that I just pulled off the top, where I will be able to sell them as a lot on eBay just because they're similar. These right here are inserts that were in these National Geographic magazines. I have about 20 of them. And believe it or not, if in a lot, I should be able to get about $1 a piece for them, and I should be able to get anywhere between $15 and $20 for the ones that I have. This right here was just kind of in the pages of one of the books, but it's a letter from 1973 from Clay Smothers. I'm not sure if it was on eBay, but I'm probably gonna try to list it for $8, or I might try to get in contact with the family that the letter was to, because they might want it back. I'm not sure if it means anything to them, but definitely an interesting find there too. And I'm sure what you're probably wondering, like, what am I going to do with all these books? Why do I have all these books in this box? Well, usually when you have these kind of situations, the vast majority of the books that you have, as the same thing with the vast majority of the books that you scan through, are not going to be worth the kind of money to sell. So these books I'm going to take to half-price books. To be honest, I expect to get about $4 for this large box of books. Hopefully 5 or 6, but I should be able to get enough to pay for your gas to get there and back, plus a couple bucks. Which, to be honest, is great, because other stuff you literally have to either throw it away, and we have to drive it to somewhere to recycle it, which costs money. So I should be able to get a bit more than gas for these books. Some interesting ones, but just because of the condition, and there's just not enough money left in the bone for me. Had I been doing higher volume, some of these would be ones that I would be able to sell, because if I had a professional seller account, and if I was doing like a larger volume of books, and I could sell books at a lower price per book, because just fees would be lower. And the last stack of books are these. Now, books from the just books from 1940s and 50s. So usually these books only sell for a couple dollars a piece. It's really cool, but there just isn't a very high demand for them. And usually when they are for sale on Amazon, the ranking usually just isn't very good at all. But you can sell them as a lot on eBay and get some money for them. So like this one right here was made in 1953. And here's the stack that I have right there. I have a couple on top right here. So I should be able to get about $20 to $30 for the entire lot of kind of vintage books from the 1940s and 50s. But as with anything, it's really not profit till it sells. But yeah, just keep on the lookout for estate sale leftovers, garage sale leftovers, and curb alerts, because you can score books for completely free that you can use to sell on eBay and Amazon, or just inventory in general that you can sell on eBay and Amazon to grow your business and get more inventory, or at least get a few extra bucks on the side. I hope that y'all like this video. I hope it helped. And please like, subscribe, and comment. And also, if y'all are interested in these National Geographic magazines, please let me know. There's some cool ones. Have a great day.